Hello there everyone, and welcome back. We had a bit of a rough time with a bunch of level 10 fleets we had to deal with. A little bit unfortunate, mostly because of my own kind of mismanagement of some of my ships there, especially this poor Eclipse that's been getting pretty much brutalized every single time it's been fielded for the last episode. It's got no experience to its name out of that, but we're going to try and get through this. We're going to try and figure out Eldar, and hopefully we'll eventually have the last laugh. That is the hope, that is the dream, and as it stands right now, I am just about ready to get my second Eclipse there, which might help alleviate things a little bit, since these are kind of like very formidable ships, and lose them at this point is going to be really heartfelt. Going to be really difficult for me because my only other main pulsar torpedo type ships are my Auroras, and they are almost the symbol of a glass cannon with how fragile they are and how easily they can die if I'm not controlling them well or having another ship take the shots for them. So we're making progress at least, though. It's probably not the progress I would like, so we're learning the hard lesson, as it were. And I have enough renown after the next match to get my Eclipse. It's just a matter of having a little bit extra for the abilities I'm eventually going to need for the ship. We will see. Alright, match number 1 today there, and looks like we got ourselves at least 300 point battle there. Where that bodes well for me remains to be seen, considering the amount of bonus points he's going to have, so I'm going to have to be honest. I'm really tempted to try and get this level 2 in here so we can get some levels and experience in. I kind of would like that, because as it stands now I can only field 2 Auroras, and I don't know if they, well, if he's good, depending on what cruiser he has there, that could be hit or miss. Well, actually, he does have access to a potential Nova cannon, so I need to be mindful of that as well. So let's see, can I get 3 Hemlocks? No, I can't. So I may, or Hellborn. This begs the question, do I go with 3 Hemlocks or 2 Hellborn? Because the torpedoes are kind of nice, I'm not going to lie. Although I think the Pulsars will provide more firepower. Not to mention being a little bit easier to manage. Hell, this is probably going to cost me a match, but if I'm going to have to learn to micromanage a large fleet, let's bring in the Hellborn at least. At least that way I don't have to worry as much as bringing down his shields. I have more options to go straight for the hull. I just gotta be a little bit careful with these things, because Nova cannons will still one-shot him if he is fielding a Dominator for his one cruiser. So we will have to see there, but otherwise they should be far more durable in comparison to the Hemlocks at least. At least against those macro batteries where a single fire or hull breach can pretty much murder them instantly, so let's try and avoid that and look for windows to bomb with torpedoes. And I also got at least level 2 bombers there with the 40 damage per bomb, so they can synergize really well if they can hit together, or at least hit the same target. And right now we're looking at 2 ships, so okay, 3, never mind. I was going to say maybe it was a cruiser and a light cruiser, but it looks like he's going more light. Oh, never mind, what am I saying? He has a crap ton of points. God knows how many points he actually has. He could have up to 400 for all I know, which could be scary. And we have 2 right here. I did not see anything else, but apparently they're in the gas clouds, so if he was trying to be sneaky, it's not working out very well due to the recon beacon. But fighters are out just in case for any torpedoes, if I get some close calls, and he does have torpedoes. I shouldn't have to worry so much there, but better safe than sorry, I guess. And plus, since he knows this is like the cruiser, I would think, he'll try to move on this rather than ignore the Hellborn, I think. Which leaves them open to maybe do some good damage with the torpedoes. Now, so far he's not moving at all, so I like the idea of being able to dive in there on those frigates, especially since I have bombers available, so that would be almost a guaranteed kill on those frigates. So I kind of like that idea if he's not going to move them. I certainly am hoping he's not going to consider forfeiting, because right now I'm kind of getting that impression. And I'm not liking it one bit. I'm not going to lie. I am not going to lie one bit there. Well, let's see. Still no movement there. He could be just I'm going to have the benefit of the doubt and just hope that he's staying there because that's an advantageous position for him there, especially with the bombers. I'm going to sink more of them than the possibility he's just going to run. Okay, so that gave away the Dominator. And I know about that damn glitch, so I am not flying to that area. So now it begs the question, do I still go after frigates? I probably should. I probably should still. Again. Although I'm going to have to spread these ships out kind of like we did with the last Novacan match. At least that way you cannot get a double kill. Deny him that one little thing if nothing else. So beacon's going, I can dodge that easily. Going for my attack run. Hopefully maybe I can hit him. Although torpedoes are going to be a whiff unfortunately, but I can at least kill one of these swords. Keep these Hellborns separated. And then one sword down will be really nice for me. If I'm lucky. Wow, only one bomber hit. That was not the gambit I was aiming for him. And there's the solid running again, trying to kind of screw me over. Okay, go on in, try and take out these frigates relatively quickly, because now he's moving in. Oh well, I can still evade at least, because he just did some massive damage to himself. And I don't think those torpedoes are going to hit at all, unfortunately. And damn it, bombers, you had one job, which was basically at least doing heavy damage to one of these ships, and you didn't do it. I'm a little bit disappointed. And right now, these swords are doing a world of difference on me. Or doing a lot of damage, actually. But Starcans will finish them off considering how low health they are. But speaking of which, here comes the Novacan now, I think. And even then, no damage at all. Damn it. Even the Starcans are failing me. This is a little unfortunate either. Okay, I made it out. I think I made it out. Latency could have just screwed me over. I was not looking at my health bar. Did I seriously have half health when I dived in for that? I don't know. I'll leave that to the recording to decide, because I honestly can't remember. Jeez, these swords are taking tons of damage. They should not be taking so much damage, but they are. Okay, at least we finally got the frigate threat done. Now get on out. Hopefully I did not fly into those torpedoes. Nope. And then just try to keep on doing damage to that Dominator, while preserving my Hellborns, ideally. And I could solid run. Keep this thing safe, although his range is already pretty short, so I'm not gonna lie, that solid run probably was a waste. Now, I do have a perfect opportunity to hit with my bomber some more if he's not gonna solid run. He might actually use the asteroid field, though, to kind of like hide himself if he knows about that tactic. You need to be completely still. Oh, I'm still gonna get hit. That's a shame. Still light damage, but I can't take any more hits like that. And the bombers are going to wear down that Dominator a little bit more. And I have it set... Wow. My bombers are crap. Now you know why I like my torpedoes so much, folks, because I think that's like the third bomber wave this match that did absolutely nothing for me. It reminds me of that dang messenger I was trying to kill before that did absolutely no damage. Okay, he does know about that tactic, or that he... Well, then why didn't he do it for his Dominator, is what I have to ask. That's kind of weird. Or did he just run? Either way. Let me try and regroup there. I don't think I'm in good position to probably go after him. Because this cruiser can die in a moment's notice. Let me just hug the edge of the engagement range. Okay. Keep on going, dodge the torpedoes. One Novacan is not a huge threat, I just gotta keep in range to eventually wear that down. Even if the Nova cans doesn't do a lot, if the macro cans I was inferring to are going to hurt if I let them get a solid broadside in. Thankfully, false maneuver will help a little bit with that. Nope, keep on moving. Okay, that was shields took a hit. I could have fired torpedoes. Now, if torpedo one's off, maybe it might hit. Especially with flying towards it. No, if it hits the Dominator, I'll be happy with that, though. Good, we got a confirmed hit on the Dominator. It's turning. That's probably not going to hit, unfortunately. Can I get bombers going? Watch for the Nova cans. Watch for the macro batters, especially because I'm in close. Slot run, keep it hitting. Avoid the macro cans. I don't think I'm going to make it out. Nope. That was a waste. The Dominator is almost gone though, so long as I can avoid doing those little miscontrols that allows him to get those macro cans to hit me. And torpedoes are about to come up too, so I could potentially do a lot of damage here. This latency is probably costing me a little bit of causing me some issues too. I'm not gonna lie, because with all the skipping around, it could very easily cost me a Nova can hit that I probably would have dodged otherwise. But as far as it stands, that Dominator should be dead after this torpedo wave, or bomber wave even. And did I dodge the macro cans? No, I didn't. Yeah, now this is getting really irritating, the skipping. But we got the kill. The torpedoes were a confirmed hit. And added explosion as a bonus. Okay, now's your chance to run away, buddy. Okay, I think he's conceded. I'm gonna have to look, see if one of those Nova cans may have hit me there. Or it could have actually been the swords doing ridiculous amount of damage, but to be perfectly fair, maybe I overestimate my bombers just a little bit. Because one bomb hit for 6 bombers seems a little bit unrealistic. That should not have happened, I feel like. I'm a little bit optimistic when I think I can kill a frigate, mind you, but even then. Because yeah, what? 6 bombers alone, that's like 240 damage right there. So 5 of them should potentially kill the frigate, but there's always that 25% chance the bombers never hit. But that was a little bit underwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. I think I like my torpedoes over the bombers. If the match that we just had in the bombers I attempted to use on a single messenger was any indication, I think torpedoes are working better for me. But of course, to be fair, this is still only level 2, so my Eagle Piles have a lot of room for improvement there. But it did give me the renown I need for my Eclipse, and I think I'll actually go with the double torpedoes. Because the regular Eclipse with the bombers could still be useful though. I'm a little bit in conflict there whether I want to go with both or not. But I think I'll stick with the torpedoes just because I like the torpedoes more. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy the torpedoes and the skill shot, the aiming of them, especially since they seem to work for me. Like I just said, if that last match was any indication, I think torpedoes are the way to go for me, because that was a poor display. They did work on the Dominator, which is kind of shocking, considering it has even more point defense to shoot down my bombers, but well, it's probably due to his tight formation too, because the 2 frigates were close together, and I think his Dauntless managed to be in range to help shoot down some of the bombers on an occasion or two as well, so that could be part of it. That could be part of it, but despite 2 Hellborns possibly costing me match, the torpedoes were hits, at least for the cruiser anyway. They did crap shooting the swords down, which I kind of would have preferred the Hemlocks over. Because fighting those frigates took a lot longer than it probably should have. That alone could have cost me, and I didn't even realize I lost half my health with my shadow even, my Kronos pattern. I almost forgot the name of my damn cruiser. That kind of emphasizes how I can't stay in close, I think. Unless it did happen that I was lagging out to the point that Novacan shot actually did hit me. Which is another reason why I'm really uncomfortable about that latency. It can cost me the match by allowing a single Novacan that I would have dodged otherwise to have hit me. And at least it's a win that helps make up a little bit for the losing streak there against all the level 10s, if nothing else. Alright, 700 points, that does not bode well for me, does it now? 734, so without a doubt, max level. I already fought Liberal per turn before in my warm-up game, so I know what to expect here. Level 10s. Level 10s, he has Overlords, he has an Emperor. I know all about what he has. Thankfully, he does not have Novacan, so there is possibility I could still win, but level advantage is going to have me as a bit of an underdog, especially if I have an Eclipse to kind of like be my brute force. Because those are also lower point games, so my warm-up fleets, which are basically Admiral levels 3 and 4, so this does not bode well for me. But since he does have the Emperor, I probably should have a Kronos pattern available to help deal with those bombers some, just in case. Now, remains to be seen, do I go all cruisers or not? Because again, I really like the idea of having frigates go in first to kind of like force him to burn supercharged void shield, ideally. If I can get away with it. I don't want to go super heavy on the cruisers. I am already kind of going super heavy on the cruisers. So, preserving my fleet will still be a priority. At least this time I have a Kronos pattern to help deal with the Emperor, which I didn't before in the one match I played against him. So, we'll see how effective it is, especially with how fully upgrade Talon pilots too. This is not the level 2 Kronos pattern I'm fielding, this is the real thing. And it should be up for a task. Although since he is level 10, there's always that possibility that he can have changed his fleet around for whatever reason, so I shouldn't get too carried away. Where do I want to put my Hellborns? Because they're the most mobile in the fleet there, so I can afford to have them separate for a little bit. If only for a little bit. And we have the Kronos pattern for defenses, and hopefully my Auroras are up for the task. Because they're going to take a lot of damage when things start getting hit. Let's see, 4 ships, 700 points, that could tell me anything. So we'll see what we can get done. I should probably start considering some kind of window. Oh, let's see, we got torpedoes. So what do these torpedoes tell me? 3 cruisers and an Emperor.
The Eldar stand ready.
So he's going all out there.
Swiftly.
Just gotta make sure I dodge these torpedoes. I would like to not lose my Hellborn if I can help it.
We obey.
So now comes down to the question, what do I prioritize? I want to say I can safely ignore the Emperor, and I am definitely going to avoid that mine. That I cannot ignore. Mines are killer. They are the death of Eldar. Those stationary little things are going to be the death of me if I'm not careful. Okay, so
Yes, Commander.
get on moving.
We ride the solar winds.
I don't know if I'm going to dodge that just yet. Might take a torpedo hit or two.
Stand ready.
Nope, thankfully I got lucky there.
Setting sail.
And yeah, it definitely is an Emperor. We already knew that. So try and zigzag, dodge some of those shots, because that seems to be working there.
The end. Move at full speed.
Now, can I hit? Yeah, I can still get in there relatively well.
Location.
I just wonder if I want a torpedo or not.
Found the enemy.
That looks like a Gothic of some kind.
Yes, Commander. We obey.
Okay, so he is fielding cruisers there.
We ride the solar
So we'll
winds.
try and disengage here.
Move at full speed.
Try dodge. Get the Kurnos going. Aurora's took a big hit there already. Nothing's dead though. There's at least that. And he's silent run. Come on, stop rebelling on me. This is what I dislike most, is when they do happen to get close to each other, they keep each other from moving completely.
Yes, Commander.
So not the most convenient. So my own bombers are able to start moving. Let's try and focus down this one cruiser.
Yes, Commander, we obey.
And he's silent run there, so we can still move in. It's going to be a little bit irritating trying to get in there.
Brace for incoming fire.
Okay, Tyner's taking hits.
As you wish.
Force the supercharge.
Yes, Commander.
Nope.
Swiftly.
Okay, there's the supercharge. Now I gotta be able to punish that somehow, is the big trick.
Setting sail.
Because he's good about positioning himself a little bit.
The Eldar stand ready.
Now,
Infinity circuit.
he's gonna micro warp jump in a moment. I'm starting to feel. Yep, there we go. It's not a micro warp jump, but it's basically the same thing. It stops my attack cold a little bit.
We ride
Okay.
the solar winds. Until the end. The void is our home now.
There.
At your
So he tried this sneaky little maneuver. I don't know how effective that is, but
incoming fire.
let's get the brace for impact going.
Moving to that location.
Because now we're in a rough spot, but at least I could get turned around.
Moving to that location.
Now, can I keep this thing alive? Probably not. It's not looking good. But the Emperor took a world of hurt, though. There is always that. Half his health's already gone. Is it the priority, though? I don't know if I want to make the Emperor my priority.
Full stop.
Come on, Hellborn, stop rebelling on me.
Yes, Commander. Returning.
It's some good damage, but again, everything stopped moving on me. Okay, Aurora's gone. That's gone. I might as well let my ships go. Wow, double insubordination, triple insubordination. I guess I was meant to lose this match. Because remember, Eldar are the best at insubordination, so...
We will fight another day. Eldar escorts destroyed.
well,
Swiftly.
I could have canceled that, but of course triple mutiny and random critical hits is not a good sign. Well, I did a massive amount of damage to the Emperor though. It probably would not have been the best priority target, but considering his little maneuver to try and surround me, I like to think that was a success. I like to think anyway. Well. None of my ships got destroyed, so... if nothing else, it was an improvement. It was a damn good improvement over the last 3 matches I had with the level 10s. And at least I left a scar on that Emperor. Those torpedoes sure did work, but again, this thing is so damn immobile. It's like the easiest thing to hit with torpedoes. It's just, again, a question of if it's should be my biggest priority or not. Oh, I did lose an Aurora, never mind. I thought all my ships made out, and I forgot to pour one a little Aurora that triggered all these damn insubordinations. Jesus. Oh well. It's better than nothing. Oh. I'm completely wrong. I took the level 3 Kurnos. I thought it was a level 5. It performed well, I think, because I don't think the Emperor really did all the damage it needed to with those bombers, so... There is that, although I was a complete idiot thinking I took the level 5. I'm an idiot in that regard, but still. At the very least, it's not a complete loss. I just wonder at what point should I seriously feel like I can take on a level 10 fleet and not account to it just being a handicap and me mismanaging all my ships there. There's going to be some point there, probably once I'm well into level 8 and got some levels on my Eclipse and my Voice Stalker, then I can stop making excuses, I think. So I still got a good while to complain. Well, it's not really complain, to feel like it's the game screwing me over, not me, right? Still, I can feel happy for that match if nothing else.